That's right, on a Friday night. God damn it. Woo! Man, has it been a roller coaster this week. My first order of business is I want to apologize to all of the gracious demons and colleagues and friends of mine who are over at Gross Fest right now, holding it down, doing the best they can, because I, for unforeseen difficulties, could not make it there this weekend. So don't worry. You still have more chances to catch me this year. Not to mention, I will most definitely be at Gross Fest next year. So my apologies on that one. But we're just here clowning around. Whenever you're feeling blue, what always turns that frown upside down? Nothing but a clown. And we got Morton the Box with us this auspicious Friday evening, because here on the barbecue, we're going to be discussing a franchise that I had kind of heard about, seen a few things here and there, and all three of the films ended up on fucking Prime. And I binged watched them, and honestly, they're pretty fucking good. It's another testament to independent film. We have the best. Hey, what's up? Share this out. Anywhere and everywhere there is a horror lover and needs a break from reality. And before we get into all this madness, we're going to take Poison Valley Scareware. Check that shit out. Get y'all's asses over to out all the latest and greatest and original and custom. All right. So we're here to talk about this killer franchise called. First of all, obviously, if you have a strong, let me try that again, strong clown phobia, you might not want to watch these ones because isn't it funny how me and Jack kind of look similar? I was telling old Morty over there that I'm a clown all the time. So there wasn't really too much. Now, if I go traditional clown makeup, that's a little bit different. But I'm glad that we have Morton the Box, man. Fucking killer. Loving it. So naturally, just looking at the poster of this film, I was kind of intrigued. I always have felt, even as a kid, Jack in the Boxes were not fun. They were not fun to play with.
They always had that air of mischief to them.
Right, which just makes you want to, beat it up. So just something wasn't right. You have this decrepit song that goes with it. I mean, pop goes the fucking weasel.
Yep.
And then this fucking scary ass clown with this big ass fucking face is staring at you. Although, it's a little bit more fun with us. We like to have fun with our prey. But, in this case, this is a Jack in the Box with purpose.
Yeah.
So absolutely love the whole lore behind this. Supposedly, according to the tale, it is the oldest in existence. And it was literally created to capture a demon clown. Doesn't it sound like my story? I swear.
Well, I mean, there are similarities. Your story has more brimstone in it, though.
Oh, this is true.
You know,
because I'll make you laugh and then I'll make you burn infernally. All at the same time. But so apparently how this thing works, because I mean, we don't want to give too much away, but it is obviously the roaming theme with this is that it is literally unearthed. Okay. Literally unearthed from the ground. They just stumble upon it. This old man with the metal detector. Gotta love that. You know, everyone's always like out. I see them every now and again. People still use these things, trying to find expensive relics.
But it's still, to me, on that, I liked that part. Even as small as it was to get it going, was to me, it was a nod to the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
How many different movies, usually comedies, but you'd see somebody walking around with the metal detectors. You know, it's like even in Revenge of the Nerds, he found a metal detector with the metal detector. They're buried in the sand, so you never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely true there, Lizzie. But in this case, in my opinion, because you have to basically tell it what your purpose of, you know, Jack in the Box popping out is, that he has to go and collect 6 sacrifices. That's right. 6 of them.
Yes.
Now, the first part of the film kind of confused me because I'm like, he just randomly goes and kills the guy's wife. I didn't catch if he actually, I don't think he actually made a wish or when they.
Yeah, no, that was the interesting part on that part. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, because the Jack does what it does to the guy's wife.
That's right.
Too much away, but yeah, there's still missing the 5 other.
Yeah, he didn't collect anybody else.
Yeah,
in the beginning.
So it was like that part kind of got me a little bit, but then, you know, it well makes up for it, you know, as you go
big time. Yeah,
you can forget about it, you know, on that point.
And here's the kicker: he can't kill the person that opens it.
I do I mean, he can give him
opened it.
a demonic pimp pan from time to time, you know, if you get in the way of business. But yeah,
you released me, so I'm not going to screw with you. I'll fuck you up a little bit if you try to stop me. But
yeah, exactly, you know, exactly. But I liked that though. I thought it added an air of power to the thing, to where it's like, yeah, you released me, but you're not in charge.
Right.
You're not the one calling the shots. You know,
you're not going to stop me from doing what I do.
Yeah, exactly. get out of my way. You know, kind of like a little, funny enough, a little baby Billy from the Gemstones. You know, it's like, get out of here, nerd. Don't come in here while I'm working. You know, and that's kind of what it is. Anytime anybody that was the box opener within the films tries to do anything to prevent this thing from doing what it does.
Yeah.
And I like that. I actually enjoyed that, because in too many movies, of course, myself being a monster as well as you know, I like to see, you know, the rights of a monster represented properly. And I don't like to see subservient monsters.
Yeah.
We're the monsters, you know what I mean? So it's like, we're supposed to be what's scary, you know?
And in true fashion, anything that comes out of the UK, this is a UK trilogy, you get excellent locations. Holy fuck. Everything from the mansion to
the museum
the museum,
the boarding school,
the house where the old couple lived, everything is just perfectly chosen. Great spots.
Well, they got that. Those like, it's like one of the characters says in the first one, well, what brought you to England? And it's like, well, I deal in antique everything. You know, you've got all the fancy houses, all the monuments, thousands of years of history and things like that. And so, and he was right. And I agree with you on that. It helped the film quite a bit.
Oh, yes. and Casey is his name.
Yes.
Is our curator or whatever you want to call him, the little hunter of relics. And of course, as he comes into this museum, he's shown something very, very old. When you look at this thing, it carries thing.
I mean, especially if you're an antiques dealer or even somebody that covered this thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you pay attention to this photo here, the box
minus the blood
is it. Well, yes, minus the blood. It's got the usual crank on the side of it, and then of course there is this name counter or letter counter that's on the top. That
how you more or less spell out things to said Jack. Or sometimes, from what I noticed, he says to you in ways too, which I thought, which I loved that. As the box is, yes, it's what contains him, but to me, it was almost like a Ouija board at the same time.
Oh, absolutely, with a rotating number counter for every sacrifice that it takes.
Hey, working in the crypt, in the graveyard, man, it's all about keeping the numbers straight.
That's right. You got to keep your records.
Built-in mechanism. That's smart. That's good production and management there.
Now, the crazy part is, everyone out there in the Black Flame universe, this box is not that big. It is actually much smaller.
Yes,
which you'll see in the trailer. That
I would say, wouldn't you say like those old school gift boxes that they would show in movies that has a lid
it's
that you
literally like a toy box.
Yeah, it's like one of those.
It's all made of metal.
It's not super huge, but it's like you said. It's like it looks like. Honestly, to tell you the truth, it looks like if the lament configuration was turned into a Jack-in-a-Box.
Yes, because of all of the angles and the triangles,
trying to seal it in there.
Exactly. I mean, they're occult symbols, and it works so well with it.
Oh yeah, and it's multiple religions too that I liked, because you can go through it and see the different languages and stuff using to try to seal this thing up. And I'm down with that. I get that. I mean, that goes along, like we were saying before, the guy from The Mummy. Oh my God, does this work? Does this keep you away? Oh, no. This okay, how about this? Does this work? Okay, shit. Okay, how about this? Does this work? So it's like, I appreciated the detail to that, to showing what extent people went to try to contain this thing. That was the other thing that got my attention when Reaper first told me about, because this one, I didn't invite him to me when old Mort's busy in the crypt. And about it that caught my attention that I enjoyed was it is a creature.
Yes, he is not a clown per se. He's a
does not say creature. One thing, but
he gargles,
snarls, roars. I mean, it is.
That's all you hear. And the thing that I didn't like about this first film is those who he was coming after. It's like, oh, I'm going to run around the corner in hopes that he's not going to find me. And I'm sitting there going, he's literally going to find you.
Right.
You think he's not going to look both ways? I mean, he's got two eyes. They're dead, but he can see. I
know that feeling myself, and it's like, exactly.
The acting is over the top good. And of course, like a dumbass, Casey makes a deal with the Jack-in-the-Box just to basically poke the bear, see if it works.
Yeah.
Haven't you ever heard, if you go looking for something, you just might find it.
Yeah. That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
And Robert Strange, who plays Jack in this, fucking massively phenomenal. actor.
Oh yeah, no,
Great
yeah,
creature actor.
everybody,
Movements, everything.
everybody that portrayed the Jack with it, and it was 3 different actors within the series of the 3 films, did great. And it's the same thing as it's like, because like Robert, had dictated what it was, how it moved, how it acted.
Exactly.
And they all followed suit, but added their own little things to it here and there, like you're supposed to make it your own. And that's something I enjoyed is the Jack is constant through the movies.
Yeah, his makeup never changes. Which
Yeah,
is
not really.
obviously a very good thing. We don't want it to change.
No, exactly.
Because I think in this case, if you would have done that, he wouldn't have had the same effect.
No, I agree. Yeah, no, I am glad. And there was just say the only movie that even for any of these largely that I can like compare any of them to, like in any way, is the movie Clown.
Yep.
Because in that I thoroughly enjoyed because of exactly what I said. It's not some killer dressed up as a clown. It's not a killer clown from outer space. Now, granted, love them, but
it's not a zombie either.
It's not a zombie. It is literally
because we've seen plenty of that.
yeah, exactly. Zombie clown.
Zombieland gave us that.
Dead Rising, very much. So it was a different way to take a clown archetype, and make it different because it's not it either. It's I really enjoyed that about it.
And I love the fact that he's bald. He doesn't have any poofy, multicolored hair to make it seem like he's a circus clown.
That would have bothered me because
for real, I wouldn't have dug it.
Once we get into the second one, on them's down and Mort's personal opinion of films is the second one.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to pick our favorites.
But
for sure.
But
I do have to
say that. On aesthetic, I'm with you on the less was better.
It makes it feel like you're really dealing with a creature and not just straight up fucking. Like exactly. He only has 4 things, and they're razor sharp. They are no joke.
Yeah, don't pick your nose with those.
Lose a nostril or both of them.
Not picky.
I was going to say Lucy Jane Quinlan does a fantastic job involved.
All the acting.
Everything you would expect. The great English actors are super notable, but, as in any great indie horror franchise or just a movie period, if they go on to make, a sequel here and there, they're using some of the same people because, well, let's face it, fucking good.
Right. It's dependable talent.
Let's see. Lizzie says IMDb doesn't mention a dedicated prop master, but the 2 set decorators were women, so that's pretty cool. You're gonna find out on a lot of indie films, especially here in the States. A lot of the set design and FX makeup are done by women, and they're good at it.
I'm all for it.
I mean, of course, we have the master himself, Joe Castro. And,
it's like that too. But
other standouts.
We grew up in a largely a male-dominated for the makeup field.
Yeah,
largely, and then now it's like the reversed, and I'm all for it. You know what I mean? They're knocking it out.
I would say that too, because it used to be all the men would do the fun stuff, the FX stuff. But the women on set would do the hair and the nails and the regular makeup and costuming. Yeah. So it's like, it's cool to see that there has been a shift because we're getting a lot of fresh new ideas. And this franchise is most definitely one of them. So go ahead, sit back, get that popcorn out, because you're going to check out the trailer for the very first, The Jack in the Box. Open the box. Don't yank the crank.
There's evidence that suggests But Jack-in-the-Boxes were originally built in France to contain evil entities.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite moments. Casey's sitting there at the table. He's got the old Jack in the Box, and it's open. It's just sitting open with the inside of it.
I love that.
It screams ancient.
It's brilliance. It's brilliance in prop design and creation for the character, in my opinion. Because in the concept, Jigsaw and Billy the Puppet is one person.
Yeah.
And it's like this box is contained that has this clown demon. And the only reason no, I didn't want to say that. There's a reason why it looks the way it looks. And it's because the one point I'll put on a point that I can, it's because it's scarier to you.
Oh, without a doubt.
And
even
I
that toy
that
part was a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. That's the thing. Okay. Like you see the memes where they have for like the people that are afraid of spiders.
Oh yeah.
And then you see the house, the next thing, and the house is just in flames because that's how they're going to deal with the spider.
Right.
That's what people would do if somebody tried to bring this thing just with the toy, the way the toy looks. It's so unnerving. It's so dark, and the thing moves on its own.
Oh man, it's
what I mean. It's like it's got. Well, that's what it says. Like you had said, with like the great English horror films and stuff like that, it's got an air of that, like building suspense, that building dread, and it itself does it without the Jack itself out and about. It can still build that suspense and dread throughout the films, and that's what I liked. That always was a good piece, to amp up the scare or do it differently to give the Jack itself a moment. So it wasn't just like him through the entire thing, but when you're going to get dispatched, you send out the big dog. But I loved that aspect of that box. It was just as important as he was.
Now, what's crazy, because obviously we don't want to give away too much.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly. Because we want you to watch these, which Amazon Prime, no excuses. I know y'all motherfuckers have it, so definitely are going to be watching it. Hopefully this weekend.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it really is a great way to.
It's a great creature popcorn film. I mean, it
really is. And it doesn't rely on gore factor alone. It really mystery and thriller.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly to that. And it is a mix for a creature-based film. It really is a different mix of different kind of horror genres.
Mm-hmm.
It works. Like that was the thing that got me. And I can say this without giving anything away. It'll just make our demons want to watch it more. Each film, the one thing that is consistent is the Jack. Okay. But each film feels different, and they don't lose the continuing theme of the Jack and the Jack in the Box, but each film, like you said, has a different. One's more like a mystery, one's more like a whodunit, more's like a, oh my god, we got to get out of this fucking house, this demon thing is about to fucking eat us, right. It's like, and that's the thing, and I really enjoyed that. It shows the reach of the character and the depth of the lore to be able to do those different style of films with one concept. I liked that. That shows that, like you said, that indie new blood ingenuity.
The creativeness of these films are fantastic. And each one feeds. So even though they're three totally different films, they're still connected.
Yes.
And I think that is just pure genius.
That was thinking it through from the leave. I think there was a longer, like the creator
a bigger vision.
Yeah, world too. It's like, oh, we're gonna have like a 5-picture set for this thing, and all we already for Terratoons Horror, it is amazing.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? And it's like people think, oh, because there's like 12 Jason movies and all these, it's easy to do that, and it's not. Okay, but even cracked and acted and edited and all this stuff. So a lot of work.
And you have to have the right people. Especially to pull each one of these characters off.
Exactly. And they did well with that. They did. Most people get that wrong a lot of the time. That's where I think they fail. Because if you got a good story, cast it right.
Right.
Cast it with the right actors.
You have to. They're the only ones that are going to bring it to life in the way that the vision of the director, the creator wants.
Exactly. And it's like, and it will automatically make the film better.
And genuine.
Yeah.
They were not trying hard with this. They just had that it factor.
And
not to quote the other film.
That was one of the giant things that got me about it. That's consistent too, though, is when this thing is in front of you or got its hands on you, if you're really unlucky.
Right.
Every actor portrayed like they were screaming for their life.
Oh, they literally thought they were going to die.
Yeah, and
I think we got a lot of genuine reactions.
Yes, yes, and you can tell it as well as I can. How does that not make the horror movie better? It does,
without a doubt.
So many ways.
I have to constantly talk about Home Alone, and when they decided to stick the tarantula on dude's face, he wasn't ready for that, and his reaction was genuine.
Yep. Yep.
You always get the best. So if
that's how you do that. I mean,
I bet you that was one of the questions for casting was like, so hey, are you afraid of clowns?
Right.
And I'm sure the chicks were like, oh, I hate them. I absolutely hate, because most, no offense, ladies, but most of y'all can't stand clowns, except for the ones that are like all about Pennywise and stuff like that, Art the Clown as well. And that's okay. I love that shit, but I still love the fact that there is a sector of horror viewers that are just mortified by
oh yeah, and see, it's so interesting because you've got so many ways to go with it.
Yeah,
you really, really can. There's so many layers to it. I mean, you got Clown Motel, you've got it, you got exactly Stitches the Clown.
Still me in.
Yeah, it's what pulled me into it, really. And you've got the box itself.
Yeah.
Is the same as Hellraiser, and the Cube, it's like
you gotta love a villain that keeps account
of
all his kills.
It's like, it's like, hey, no, I'm keeping track, and in every film you're gonna see that dial move, so you count along with me. This is what happened.
That was nice, though.
Jack.
That was so cool, though, because as it's counting down, you, the viewer, are like, okay, who's the next one?
Yeah. No, exactly.
Who's it going to be? Because they always had a larger amount of people than there was to be killed.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That added
the person who opened it.
Who done it?
Person can't be killed either.
Yeah. Who's going to get caught? Who's not going to get caught? How can they get away? Things like that. And it's like, and each film in its own rights adds more lore to the Jack.
Yeah.
And it does it its own way.
I love how
yeah.
At the end of the first one, because we're about to get into the second one, how they think they got old Jack. They find a way to harm him, as any final person will.
Right.
Because as we know, it can be final girl or final man. But in this case, it's the boyfriend and the girlfriend, and thinks that everything is hunky dory, but it's not.
Yeah,
because he gets a whole hoof inside the girlfriend, and she just slowly dies. And then when the cops show up, well, the the one to survive is the one that's hauled off to jail.
Well, it was
all
realistic.
out of curiosity, too.
Yeah, but it's realistic,
Boy,
though. I enjoyed that because most horror films don't cover that.
They don't. No.
You know, it's like, no, the audience got to watch Jason mow through these campers. But then think if you're a detective or a sheriff coming on scene to this.
Right.
And then, there's two people that survived. Okay, these two went crazy and hacked all their friends up. Okay, take them away.
There's there's just a box. Right?
Yeah.
No jack lying around.
Exactly. It's like you can't see it. He's not going to stand there going, "Oh yes, officer, I was here. I was summoned, and they just look slightly delicious." And what could it even do? So I hate to run, but and it's like
I just they cranked it. I popped up. I did my thing.
Right.
And, I don't know what the hell they did, officer.
It's like literally, it's like do you profile supernatural beings that come this way?
Well, no one's going to believe it anyway.
Exactly. And then
everybody thinks you're fucking mad.
Nobody will. And it's like, that was beautiful. I loved that.
Go mad sometimes.
Well, yes, we do. and I'm actually seriously glad that you said that, because you are beaming in my brain, because for the next installment, the young, well, not super young, but the young son gave me very much Norman Bates vibes.
Oh, absolutely.
Very much. Now,
I will say, my head this time.
And
anything for Mumsy.
No knocking the actor at all.
No.
For that aspect of the route that he went, I prefer Anthony Perkins.
Of course.
Myself. Yes. Well, he had more time with the character.
Yes.
And that's the other thing, too. So I can't say that. He had way more time with Norman.
That's
but
right.
This guy, he kudos. The acting, like in each one of them, is brilliant.
Oh,
everybody believe
they knew how to pluck just the right people.
Yeah,
to pull it off.
It's like he has to do so many shifts throughout the film, from the beginning of the film to the end of the film. Yeah,
It's tough just taking care of any parent that is sickly.
Yeah,
and you're the only one taking care of them. So. Right. You throw in a little, oh, by the way, son, this Jack in the Box can grant the wish to keep me alive.
Yep.
And, well, you're going to have to bring it sacrifices. Now, think about that. You're watching this kid, because he is a young guy, very young man. Kind of go through, I can't do this. But wait a minute, he'll grant you life and take away your illness.
Yeah, because he's definitely
got for mother. And then suddenly he's insane.
Big time.
Oh, man.
And not loving your mother, because being a mama's boy to a certain degree, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, no. Everybody should love their mom.
But the degree in this, of course, horror-wise, is that Norman Bates mother relationship manipulation.
Oh, is there? Very present.
To watch this guy go from, oh, look at this rich young Chad, ha kind of thing, and watch him unravel. And I mean unravel, But that's what I enjoyed, because it's a believable situation to watch him go through that. If somebody's in that situation, what are you going to do?
That's what I was going to say. It's a testament to how far someone would be willing to go if they could make someone's suffering go away.
Right.
So
who wouldn't line up for a chance with the box?
Mm-hmm.
And
who brings them the box? Just this kind of black market salesman.
Yeah. had the schmarmy, oh yes, you're gonna take this. Oh, they outbid you, but nobody has bigger pockets than you. They had that kind of guy that like leaves a slime trail behind him when he walks.
Oh, big time. And he knew just the fact that Mumsy was dying, that if I sell them on this, we could make this all go away, but you have to let Jack do his thing. And tells them the lore and all that stuff. I mean, who wouldn't get sucked into that shit? Imagine if you're just in bed dying and somebody comes to you and says, here, take this trinket, said to be able to grant your biggest, wildest dream. I mean, who isn't gonna watching him? And just brilliant. I personally love actors that start with, I'm so sane, I have this moral compass, I will not do it.
Like turn into to get his nerves.
That very first kill, he felt but damn it, when he decides to pluck his his ex-girlfriend, he's like, oh, you're gonna love it. I felt so bad for her. She's thinking she's coming there under a completely different set of circumstances, and he's there to capture her. And then crankety crank, and she's tied to a fucking chair. Well, one might lose one's eye.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's like beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to see what's on the inside of them sometimes. I mean, if you're the demon persuasion, I mean, you know better than I do. You know, it's like it might be a greeting in his tongue.
Honestly, I think it's him playing with his victims.
Okay, all right. But you know what they say, man, if you're getting jumped by a bunch of clowns, go for the jugular.
That's right. So he just keeps, inviting more and more people to the estate. And of course, what makes it easier to get these deeds done than people he doesn't like? Well, see, that's the thing too. He just one by one, this whole huge fucking property. It's like a mansion.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Mansion. Yeah, beautiful. It's
big like roaring fire, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, anybody would love that. Yeah, they just wouldn't want to mow the front lawn because that was a bit. But I liked that though, and I love when they do that for that type of for like England, and like you get that build. It's like even for House on a Haunted Hill to drive up the drive to the big manor house. I love that. I've loved that since Dark Shadows.
Ah, damn it! You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of my head. I was gonna say it just,
but it does. Yeah, it has a
literally. There are some Dark Shadow vibes.
Yes, very much.
Big, fucking, timeless, mansion.
Oh yeah, no, gorgeous, and it's like I guarantee you, and I should look it up, and I will at some point, but I forgot to. But I guarantee you that place has probably had a bunch more horror movies filmed in them.
Oh, it has to. Absolutely has to.
Yeah, it's got that.
One of the things that you get with this one is even a swankier setup, and it's legit on location. Again, these films are shot on beer budgets, man, and they have cranked out something. I mean, they upped their game in this film because from the first one, the kills, I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong. They're good. But it's not as brutal.
It's not as brutal.
Like Jack has a brand new bag. He decides to get a little bit more creative.
Basically what I took it as is he was kind of getting cranky, them open up the box all the time.
In there,
Well, that too. I mean, maybe that's probably what it was. But also, like a lot of them, maybe he was trying to sleep, and then they're screaming when they see him, and it's like, I'm just trying to go to sleep, and you won't let me sleep, so you got to go in the box with me.
And that's the thing. They really focused on that more in this film. The slowly see them disappear into the darkness of this box.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, well, obviously there's a much larger world within that box to drag six bodies in every single film.
Yes. See, and I kind of thought about it on that is like the Drag Me to Hell. It's kind of like
I hear has a part 2 coming, thankfully, because we have needed one for so long.
The like the whole D&D the Bag of Infinite Holding.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, or like Santa's sack or Krampus's sack, it's not going to fill up.
Why do you say that? I just watched Santa's Sleigh the other day. Gotta love Bill Goldberg as a badass evil Santa.
I think he did better in that than he did in his wrestling career. So.
For sure.
I love him in movies. Yeah, Longest Yard. I mean, there's a lot of different ones that he's been really good.
Great comic relief.
Yeah, he's funny when he wants to be. Yeah.
What he did with that stripper joint in that film was legendary. Poor Fran Drescher. That was another. James Caan. They both met some pretty horrific deaths in that.
Well, when you mess with Santa,
right?
Yeah,
Santa's got a brand new bag.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I got James Brown in my vibrations today. It's
there's nothing wrong with that. Brother of soul, man.
But yes, they brought it bigger this time around, and as they should, because I mean, if you're going to do a sequel, well, damn it, the first one has to succeed, and obviously, in the underground, it very much so did so. A lot of these straight to streaming platforms. That's how cult classics are being made today, people.
Well, yeah, but it's like the same thing with Terrifier. Terrifier didn't come out of the gate red hot. You had
it became a cult classic thanks to Netflix.
Yeah, and Tubi and people like that. And once once David had come into it, him and Damon put together exactly what Art the Clown was going to be. And
he knew.
He
knew what he wanted for Art the Clown when he did.
But that's the thing. That's the thing right there, though. But he hadn't found the right actor to portray the character yet. He hadn't found his magic moment. Nope. And when they came together, that's what I'm saying. You had it's like two planets coming together, but not exploding and literally merging. And that's beauty. That's
a guy like David Howard Thornton come in to read for the part and say, "Hey, pretend like you're killing somebody, but don't say anything." Guess what you got? Someone who enjoys his work.
Yeah, exactly. And that, I mean, and look at us, for
like
us,
putting the Joker on pause or on mute. You got the Joker, but you can't hear him. He's just, like Herman Munster going, "You're a mole out here. Have a rib."
Yeah, exactly. No, but it was exactly that, and that's the same thing as with the Jack. If the Jack was throwing one-liners like he's Freddy Krueger, it wouldn't work. No, it wouldn't have worked at all.
It would not have came
on. It is a creature that is coming to literally to drag you to hell. After it messes you up, usually,
which is crazy because they still made it feel real.
Yeah,
that's hard to do.
Right.
When it comes to ethereal beings,
well, no, exactly. Yeah. And that was the thing is it's like, it felt like wet, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you could smell the brimstone coming out of the box. It's like, it felt in the world. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if they would have made the Jack CGI, which I'm so,
my goodness, they would have ruined the whole fucking thing.
It would have ruined the entire thing. It had to be someone portraying the character and doing the body movements. And it's like, it's more of an animal, like it's a demonic creature,
which is more, fucking crazy because the way he,
it's almost like a snake. Yeah.
I was doing that shit in my photo shoots when I was doing horror modeling. Like that was always my, I'm looking at you, but I'm like,
you're a demon.
Come
on. Daddy.
And I'm like, I'm watching, Jack in the Box do this very thing, and I'm sitting here going,
it's like you guys have demons in your lives, haven't you? Right? You saw and recognized the demonic pimp shuffle,
Right, because it gave that kind of added to his ferociousness,
especially
in this film. And then the usage of light turning off, light turning back on, there he is, light turning off, light turning back on, there he is. I loved that feel. Well, it was almost like the catacombs of death.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, and it's funny that you, yet again,
it's getting closer.
It's aspects of like that, it's like you were saying, it's like you'd see them, like people try to run from it, and it's like you're not going anywhere. It is a demon with supernatural powers, so more than once you will see it slam the door from a room that it's not in because it knows you want to get out that way. Okay, and it's not a demon. They go, oh, I'm going to possess your soul or something like that. No, it's already done that. Been there, done that.
Well, it's even kind of worse, though, when you're tied up and got nowhere to go and the box is just opening.
I mean, come on. But, think about it, okay? Look at it like this, all right? Here's my question.
Hey, what's up, Dustin? Good to see you, brother.
What's up, brother? What demon is going to look a gift meal in the mouth? Right? Come on. It's like, exactly. It's like, it's like every zombie, vampire, hellhound, you name it, whatever creature I've ever known, they're not going to skip a biscuit. If somebody's throwing them a tasty little morsel, they're going to go for it.
That demonic clown smile.
Yeah.
And he's like looking at it like from every angle. Oh, what do we have here? So delectable. It's almost like you could write the monologue for him.
No, you could.
As he's getting ready to kill somebody.
Which shows yet again for the second one, we had James Swanton, I believe.
Yes, James Swanton. That's right, who played Jack this time.
And it's like I had said before, it's like you get that little aspect more of what the Jack is, who the Jack was, that it was actually a person at one time, that had become this thing.
I thought that was kind of a cool thing in a way, but it feels like to me, though, they should have expounded on that a little bit.
No, I wanted more. I wanted more
because if you're going to add once was human thing, well, how did he get lured into the dark side? How did he take over demonically?
Yeah, no, exactly. That was the one thing that they didn't really kind of cover was it's like, how did
nice twist, though.
No, I enjoyed it. I really did like it. And I did like that it was physically changing him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like it was completely deforming the side of his face, turning this man that was a vaudeville clown.
Right.
Like the pure way, like what I'm wearing, Now I've had it for years, Everybody's been a clown from time to time, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and he literally, it's like I loved that because you can see where he's wiped the grease paint off.
Oh yeah, it's like he's taking his literal face off.
Yeah, and it's like, but the Jack coming through is the white skin and the black lines and stuff, like turning it permanent. But slowly
he was becoming this being.
He's becoming this thing that he knows for a fact is like a horrible monster that's just going to kill and kill and kill and kill.
Oh, Dustin, you are in for it, brother, because we are going to show you now the second trailer for, you guessed it, Jack in the Box Awakens.
Box, Edgar. It's not what you think it is. It was built to contain something not of this world. By opening the box, I have released it.
Release what?
A demon. A demon must continue to get what it wants. It has the power to rid me of my illness.
I'm not sure I can do this.
6 sacrifices. And I will live.
There's just moments there when he's up in your face. He's like,
such a cute boy.
He's like, oh, you are amazing. You're not going to live.
Yeah, no, it's exactly. It's like you can see his excitement and about what he's about to do to you, and it's like, and he does it without a word. It's the same thing. That's why I had to bring up art, because it's the same kind of vibe.
Absolutely. But it's in a different way.
No, that's what I was going to say. On completely different spectrums. I think David would get a kick out of these films. I think he would 100%. He probably has, but it's like, but timing aspect of this creature, as much as it's a snarling beast, I loved that, that it's like there's no dialogue that comes out of this thing. Not through 3 films. They never it never speaks one words.
And that's exactly what I had to do. I have to say it because next Saturday night is the premiere of Grind, a almost 9 feet tall. I find a film like this, especially Morty there too, because, he is a creature actor extraordinaire as well. We love that shit without having to make any sound. It's all within the movements and how one is coming closer to its, prize.
Let's say it.
And Jack is slow. And I love the fact that he moves so slowly, because that person, whether they're tied up, especially, in this particular sequel, they're tied up. They ain't got, or they've been knocked down. The guy who was going to try to rough up dude's character, the son, he just hits him over the back of the head. He's down, and then the door shuts, and he's like, God damn, I'm seeing stars here, and I look up and went,
crap.
Right?
It's playing our song
that day.
And well, that was the thing too.
That's like time to go to work.
Yeah, but it's like this one, it's like what you were saying is it's like once the son gets into the zone of, hey, this is what's going down.
Mm-hmm.
Who do I dislike? Who has been disagreeing with me? Who has just rubbed me the wrong way lately? Because Jack's got to eat, because I got to get mama better.
Right.
And you see this guy's descent, and it's like there's more than one killer, technically, if you think about it like that. It's like
almost like he's getting revenge. Like he started, right. You can see that the cracks are starting.
But it's like with the
wants
Jack,
these people to get their comeuppance, and
he's kind of the man on the inside, because he's trying to help it.
Dustin says, I can't help but think of the Jack in the Box clown from Demon Toys. I know exactly what you're talking about. That said, it does look worth a watch. I enjoy clown horror, and in this case, it's not cheesy.
I think you would.
It's largely original.
It's like
that, like extra occult flair into it makes it even better. It has a great backstory.
Yes, it's like, I would say that too, exactly. And it's like, and definitely, of course. And I was going to actually say, which is funny that Dustin brought that up, is it is a different vibe, but in some of these, I did get Puppet Master vibes in parts.
A little bit.
Just here and there, little touches, not everybody doing their own thing, but it's like the filmmakers grew up watching these films. You know what I mean? Because they showed you what looked good, But with this, it's like what we were, like what we were just saying, the body movement of the Jack and how each one of the actors that portrayed the Jack did sells so much of the scenes when you're dealing with this thing, and it's like it's in your face. And you're not going to make your fate is sealed.
Please no, please no.
Yeah, begging ain't going to get you.
That ain't going to happen. Or hard.
Well, it reminds me of Dogma there, it's like he's a demon, it's like your soul is dinner, pretty much. And he's on the clock.
The money has been paid, the price has been dealt, and here you are.
But it's like,
there's no way out
exactly. But it's like you made me think of this too by watching the Jack and thinking of all the body movements and how he moves. Mm-hmm. It made me really, if we get another installment of the Jack, I would like to see the legendary Doug Jones do it.
Oh shit.
Dude, how terrifying would the Jack be? And I'm no insult to any of the actors that portrayed the Jack. No, not at all. They did amazing. They did amazing. I'm talking about the Ferrari of actors that can take suit work like that and literally bring it to life.
Right.
And then you can't beat Doug, and I think Doug would make it so much scarier. Then it already comes off, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's not like a throwaway creature. It's not a throwaway idea. Nope. It's like you said, that the built lore into this that they stick to.
They don't deviate.
Yeah, they don't deviate. And it's like
deviate one bit.
I appreciated that greatly because it's like I've got a plan for this thing. And for our viewers, if they want to know the true origins of the Jack in the Box, it was made by a clockmaker for a young prince as a gift. And I think the 1500s or possibly 15 to 1800s.
Yep.
It was a toy.
Somewhere in there.
It was not linked to what this is. And that's what I liked about it, because it kind of turned a Jack in the Box almost into a Dybbuk box for me.
But it was also kind of like what we've always had preconception. Oh my goodness. Preconceived notions just by looking at those original Jack in the Boxes.
True.
There are so many people that it turned into a gag gift. Pop.
Yeah.
And there it is. And everyone's like, oh, you know what I mean? So
yeah, and it's like
it already frightened you. And then when you look at it, it looks insane.
Oh, yeah. They did great with that. I loved the prop work on these films. Because it's like it's yeah, no, it's like literally, and that's what it is. It's until you look away from it
and then you swear that it's exactly, and that's
it's looking at you. It's like
it's like
one of the Jesus paintings that eyes follow you. It's like
I'm here.
And that's a thing though too that I liked about it, is because it's a demon. You
that
get
made it all sweeter.
Well, you
because it added such a larger dimension, because
just a creature.
You can't make him a vampire. You can't make him a werewolf. You can't, any other nods to any of the great creature, films. Like, I mean, you can't really do anything like From Beyond or Reanimator.
Yeah, not with the Jack in the Box.
Yeah, this is Jack in the Box on steroids, dark as fuck, and he's coming for you.
Yeah,
he's a vengeance demon, basically, in this case.
Yeah, a demon of torment.
The hitman of the satanic world. He's
pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, and it's like
I did a little something like that in creep footage.
Ooh, no. See, but yet it's exactly that's a saying. It's like it did not feel, like I said, like a throwaway creature.
No, this was something new.
Yeah, this is something coming to claim your soul, and it's going to get its 6. Period. You can try, you better hope you're the one that opened the box. That's
But
all
I
can
think
say.
I think you're right. I think the person was highly enthralled with Clive Barker's Hellraiser.
Yeah, because
Because
it's
you
like
open the box,
yeah,
it becomes a part of you.
yeah. And it's like you're not, and that's the other thing there too. Exactly for Clive, it's like, no, you're the one that opened it up, the configuration. You're the one that's going on this ride. Anybody around you is open fodder. And that's pretty much what it is. And it's like, oh, and that the hell priests are going to take you. You're going to have a great time down there.
Oh, it's going to be a blast. It's a great.
Oh yeah, it'll be a whole new you. You know what I mean? But it's like in that, it's
the
like
ultimate spa vacation,
right? Oh, look at this complexion. Look at this complexion.
Did wonders for my entire body.
Right.
I lost a couple things, but you know what? That's weight lost, and that's good.
I mean, needle and thread, you can always sew it back on. I do it all the time.
Oh, I'll just borrow it from someone,
I do that too. Oh yeah.
But here we are. We come to the third one, and this is definitely a direct link from the last one. Because the second one was not exactly perfectly
not perfectly linked, but they did
this
mention the first film. There's our boy.
He's so gorgeous.
He's pretty.
And he even has some like Nosferatu vibes.
I was gonna say that very much
so. To the original.
Yeah, the original Orlok, very much
with the ear, But look at that Punham. How are you gonna say no to him?
I said Orlok, not Mortlock. Get back in your coffin. I'll talk to you later. Okay. All right, we're good.
Where the party at?
Yeah, Mortlock. So as soon as he hears that word, he perks up.
Party time.
All right.
But this one, not only is it a direct continuation from the second one, this is by far the goriest. The kills, it's like they we think of these all, English all girls school, they were, England is synonymous with the all boys school, the all girls school.
Yep.
And this one doesn't disappoint. But yet I'm sitting here going, all these teenage girls don't know what the fuck they're in for. Right. This film touches on so many different things in reality. Which makes me love this one probably the most.
It is layered. It is layered with
it is because it's like that person you bullied for so long.
Yeah, no, exactly. The things like that. Yeah,
without giving too much away. But I mean, I think you'll figure it. And I kind of figured it out like from the jump because they were saying nothing but horrible things to this one gal. And I'm sitting here going, the one girl is there just to collect this box for the boss that she's working for, who has a loved one of hers held captive.
Yeah.
And is threatening to kill. I'm sitting here going, how are you going to do this with this young girl? Why would you do that? Right. Who knows how she got involved? But she was there to collect this box, the Jack in the Box, because her boss had sent her out to the wrong place, mind you. In the first place. Dude. And gets met by this like motherfucking satanic, kung fu master.
See, I've thought of this. What I think it is, in my opinion, is a mix between you and CJ Graham. Because
he don't move fast. He don't even have to move fast, but when he moves, you're dead.
And I will say for this one, okay, it does have one of the hottest starts.
Yes,
out of the series,
right out the gate.
And the very first person that's taken out, that was some of the most convincing acting of what was about to happen to this individual that I think I've ever seen on camera. He nailed it.
Agreed.
You know, he was a cut above the rest.
He had a way of like looking into your eyes and saying, "What the fuck are you doing in my house?"
Pretty much, yeah. You know, pretty much.
Without even saying a word.
Right? But that's, I mean, come on. How many of the greats? Michael Myers, Jason. I mean, hell, Predator just roared.
Well, yeah.
Curse sound, you know what I mean? But even you know, all the greats, most of them.
No, very much so. But I don't know. This was a little bit different. To have such a huge opening like this, it's one of the biggest blunders of all time. It's we went into the wrong house.
Yeah. No, there you go. It'll remind you. There you go. Of Tremors. You picked the goddamn wrong rec room this time, didn't you? You know, and that's kind of the thing. You know, it's like wrong place, wrong time. Sport. You picked the wrong location of a place to try to go to.
I believe the actor's name was James Renard. He was the doll maker. Yeah, that is in fact him. He was the one that took out the burglars because this young girl goes in with her friends. Her name was Raven, played by Isabella Colby Brown. Ooh, she did a fantastic job. Excellent.
Yeah, and it's like for a lot of the ones, especially for this one, is like you were saying, it's like you have a lot of like brand new talent,
fresh talent,
like fresh out. This is like their debut film, you know, and then everybody did a really good job. Nobody didn't play their part well and believable
all the way around,
you know, and I always will appreciate that in any film.
She's the last burglar standing.
Yeah.
You know, she got really lucky. She was able to get away because the doll maker was just this, like I said, satanic kung fu artist with weapons and everything else that can't fucks with my space.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that it kind of reminded me. I don't remember what it's called right now, but the movie where the guy was blind.
Oh, Don't Breathe.
Yeah, and it was kind of like that because it's like this dude, like you said, it's like. It's like if Leatherface and Kung Fu Master were put together, even though he's not doing Kung Fu, but he's throwing knives with the accuracy.
Exactly.
That he's John Wick. Okay, so yeah. Put down the pink bunny. You know, it's like he literally goes Wally's Wonderland on him. You know,
well, you get a feeling like she got set the fuck up going into this house because
very much so.
She goes back to her, I guess her boss, if you will, this insane occult collector. Again, the same black market guy who sold the box to the family in the second film, and he's like, well, you know, it is said that. At the manor, you know, the people that I sold the box to, they've since changed it into an all-girls school. And I died. I'm sitting here going, people do this shit all the time where something horrible takes place. And instead of leveling it to the ground, they just turn around and turn it into a whole new house of horrors. I'm sitting here going, you know, it's like the people that take a place where these brutal murders happen, and then suddenly it's a new summer home for some fucking dilettante. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know why I'm seeing floating heads.
There's something uncomfortable about your house now.
Something just doesn't feel right.
Right.
You know, it could be the spirits.
We all saw Poltergeist. Right?
Oh, right.
Any of the goddamn Amityville horror films, that too.
Well, see, and that's a thing too, even on that level, right? Because even with the Warrens making stuff up, what did happen in that house initially was a very tragic event that could have led to a haunting of that home.
That shit is legit.
You know, exactly. That part was real. And it's like, but that's like you said, it's like, I'm surprised they didn't turn that into a prep school. Because they do stuff like that. You're 100% right. You know what I mean? Hell, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre house is a restaurant. You know? Go have you some grub.
Yeah, let's go down to Buffalo Bill's. I mean, the new barbecue joint. It's like, okay, I'm eating where somebody's flesh was peeled.
And what's the table charge? Well, you put the lotion in the basket.
Could you imagine a themed restaurant like that where dude comes around to everybody's table and goes, it puts the napkins back into the basket, otherwise you don't get any food.
Right. And then each one of the dinner seats is ducked down into its own little, looks like little hole, like its own little cubby that you're trapped in.
Oh, I love it.
And then if you want to tease the waiter, you say, I got your dog, mister. I got your dog, mister.
That's right.
Give me my dog.
It's like they could have some dinner theater right there in the restaurant. I mean, that's a place I would go to. You know what I mean? You know,
are you going to have the fava beans with the liver this evening?
Right, with a nice Chianti. You know, I always said, how much fun would that be? You know, they have like the medieval times. There's a couple of, you know, locations throughout the U.S. still. To this day, I'm surprised. I was just I was just a teenager when that first came out.
Yeah, it's people. It's guys in metal armor beating the hell out of each other. People eating meat on sticks.
It's fantastic. It was absolutely wonderful. And, you know, even as a kid, because I was a huge Vlad the Impaler fan, because, you know, I was the kid that went, all these movies are based on true fact. And that's before I even like found it. So I would literally go through books upon books upon books upon books to find it.
Same here.
And I was like, you know what? I'm sitting there in medieval times as a kid. I'm sitting here going, you know, wouldn't this be awesome if we were in Vlad Tepes' house, and while we're eating, Prince Vlad comes down and nails a couple hats onto some people's heads, and then you know, let's see a couple of spikings happen. Let's see some impalement. I would sit there and say, God damn, what a fantastic show.
Where's the bread dip? Oh, it's right there. Don't worry. You'll add to the meal.
Yeah, you know, be like Prince Vlad. Dip your bread in the blood of your enemies.
There you go. You know what I mean? Exactly. And it's also, too, it's like, hell, you look at it like that, too, for him.
Wouldn't that be something?
Well, he's a hero, you know, in his country. Because he was protecting them. So they don't see Dracula a bad guy.
Oh, my goodness. Lizzie says, oh, you guys, we could make this restaurant a reality. Folks would pay to eat from a bucket in a hole. If we could get the rights, that would be money. Yes, it would. People would do it just for the spectacle. Imagine if you had a classy restaurant that, you know, your waiter came around with a tub of baby oil. Do you need some, you know, some baby oil for a nice massage while you eat your steak? You could call it.
Would you like your steak rare, Clarice? Only eat it rare while it's still twitching.
While it's still mooing.
To know your food.
So we've apparently fallen off into entrepreneurship yet again. But
now we're just taking a bite.
Right, we're just taking a stab at it.
We work hard. Sometimes we need a little nosh. You know, we need.
Got to put some class back into, you know, terror.
But I would say too. But it was also nice for this film to bring us back on track, so to speak.
Correct.
That my only issue. And this for me, because all of them were very competent, and you're in a horror movie, there's creature chasing you.
Yes.
Get the hell out of there, you know, try to at least lock the door, at least something, you know. People weren't tripping over everything. My one gripe for this one, turn the lights on.
Yeah.
That was my only problem. And I understand you got to
I
have
have that problem with a lot of films, but this one, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because the inside of the manor house looks great. And we saw it in the second film, and it's like I'd still like to see it at least a little bit.
You got
And
to
in
see it in
part-
daylight. Like,
Yeah, in daylight.
fucking daylight.
Yeah, you get to see it. And it's like, and I like that too, you know, throughout the film. They're not afraid to show the Jack in broad daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved that. I loved that. And it's like, you're willing to go that route. Don't drench the entire movie in darkness. You know, but I will admit it makes him stand out more when he appears. It did remind me a lot of old school, or, you know, of Count Orlok.
Oh, sure. Stay back there, goddammit. Don't make me come over there.
I got to get him out. I got to
Seriously.
take him, sir, for a bat fly or something.
Right. But, you know,
Too much
it also
energy.
kind of reminded me of the imagery. And, you know, I don't really cite this film very often. But the second Nun, every time you moved through this nunnery,
Right.
everything was dark because it just, there wasn't much but candlelight in certain spots.
Right. But that's at least believable to that end because of the
True.
setting of the place.
But then again, though, because here she is, she's thrust into this new, I'm posing student
Right.
in this school to
Yeah.
try to find a relic so I can like not have my family member get killed.
Right.
Because
By
my
this
boss wants the
psycho, yeah.
fucking box back.
Yeah.
So where would, I mean, it's almost like the classic, like we said, Amityville kind of thing.
Yeah.
The treasure is in the deepest, darkest, most cut off place from the rest of the joint. So, of course,
Right.
that's going to be the place of focus because the box is not going to get moved, which means everyone is going to get lured down into, I guess you would call the catacombs in a way. And
Right,
it's so fucking funny to me because I'm sitting here going, I bet you that the headmaster, who's just a fucking twatawaterous Rex, you know, we hope that she's going to get her comeuppance, right? But we think, at least I did, I don't know about y'all out there in the Black Flame universe when you watch it, that she's the one that's turning the crank because she's tired of these girls, right?
That
You know?
that idea floated through my mind. Yeah.
That backfired right away.
Oh yeah.
I was like, ooh, somebody got some serious revenge on her.
yeah. And but that's the thing, like I said, that goes into it was the believable, I'm in peril, I'm in pain, this demon thing. Yeah. And kudos to them. They all knocked it out. But especially
these
the principal
lady actresses,
Yeah.
fucking just amazing.
Yeah, they went
Amazing
off.
talents.
Yeah, they went off. And it's like on that, like we were saying, it's like we do have moments in this where you get it all bright during the day, but then usually you're just in darkness. But it's also to the point I do understand it adds suspense to the characters.
Oh, of course it does.
You know, because
You
this
get that-
thing too,
That
it's like
intimate feeling of peril, impending.
yeah,
doom.
it's like once that lid opens,
literally.
it can be wherever it wants to be. Wherever it needs to be to scare the piss out of you first, because I do agree with that. It is a very cat and mouse demon. It really likes playing with its food.
It's not in a hurry.
Jack
never seems to be in a hurry. We've seen this now consecutively throughout 3 films. He's not I better run after her. No, he's like, well, she ain't got nowhere to go. None of them know where they are, how to get out. And
you can't stop me. So, you
the
know,
closer I get and the more I snarl, they're going to hear me and go,
yeah. And that's the thing. Exactly.
Nothing gives away those, trying
And
to
he
survive
liked it.
better than that.
Yeah.
He
it's like,
thrives on it.
yeah. And he lived for it. Once he gets up in their face and
How is
It's
it
like he's
any
laughing
different?
at you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he's laughing in your face. It's like, oh, I'm about to hurt you real bad. You know, and it's like, and it's conveyed without dialogue.
Right.
And it's more than once. It's more than one actor has done this with this character throughout these series of films.
Oh, and Nicholas Anscombe definitely brings this character of Jack home in this third one. He is unfucking real.
Yeah, which was the Doctor in the second film. Yep.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that connection.
Yeah, got his chance to play the Jack. And the interesting part as well is that connection and that it's the same place.
Yep.
It's literally the same location.
It's literally the same location. Yes.
Yeah, and then gets to be the Jack finally, you know, and he did great. No, he did great. Everybody that played the Jack did amazing. They really did.
And I have to say, I think the most haunting, literally the most haunting part of this film, and I'm not going to give away much, but, you know, the bully, which I'm sure most people will figure out.
Right, yeah.
Which girl this is. She is completely helpless I mean, this had to be a nod to subspecies.
Oh, yeah, it's like...
and I'm going to tell you why. She's not just tied up, you know, meat for the beast, as it were. She is old school, wrist cuffed,
manacle
like this.
Yeah.
With no hope of escape.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here going, okay, how in the hell did somebody set this up?
Well, no, exactly. It's like that was good forethought, because it's like,
were those chains there this whole time? Was there an S&M dungeon down there?
well, I wouldn't be surprised if Mama Olga in the first one was a freak.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah.
I'm sure before she got sick, she was quite the mistress.
Well, remember, you know, it's like, you know, she has a turnaround. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
You know,
oh, I'm sure she was striking. You know, not being on her way to corpsedom. Although,
hey, some of us are still.
Then again, sometimes, you know, when they get a little corpsey, yeah, they're a little more fun. But seriously, though, she is completely helpless. And old girl who plays the bully chick, I mean, she is so goddamn convincing.
Oh yeah, no, everybody nailed it.
As young as she is, I could feel that terror.
Yeah. No, everybody.
Like, no,
really,
don't leave me. And it's like seconds and seconds and seconds go by. She's, you know, the girl that you know puts her up in the thing and says, "Oh no, it's your time. You did this. You did that." It's like the ultimate, you know, revenge on somebody that treated you like fucking dirt. And I couldn't help but go,
right.
I'm sitting here like, yeah,
a horror movie, like, okay, they pulled a power move. That's a horror power move there. Yeah, totally. But I agreed, though. It's like, oh wow, you already had the manacle shackles there.
I'm like,
you know,
okay. This is a little, you know,
did you film a little, little Monty Python Life of Brian in there? You know, slipping 50 shekels.
We have shackles to put you up.
Well, they favoritism. That's what it is. They only hung the right way up 5 days ago.
Right.
You know,
hung her out to dry, as it were.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that was a thing though, too, though. And I did like, though, that even though it was the same location from the second one, it didn't really feel like it most of the time.
No, felt like a whole new place.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and a different style film too than the second one that came before it.
Except for those hallways that kind of felt like a maze.
Yeah, we
did have that feel in the second one. But in the third one, it seemed even more freaky because these girls have never been in there.
Yeah. It was it's
because it was the Raven character that finds out that there's a book that I can pull, that old Scooby-Doo. Here's a case that
Adam's
opens
family.
Up another place. Yeah.
Greed.
You had that feel.
To go to the ball. Yeah. Yeah.
So they don't know where the fuck they're going. And of course, why wouldn't somebody, try to take that portion to hide it from all of their students? Why would you want them down there? But then again, old Madam Whoosh, the head mistress, which is what they were called, by the way. That's not just me putting that on her. No, but in an all-girls school, it's called a head mistress. Yeah. And, well, maybe she was the one being hotsy-totsy back there herself.
That's a
you don't know. How many films have we seen where they're all fucking, old school freaks, She's a super freak. She's super freaky. I just absolutely love those little, cloak and dagger. Where are we going? Why is there this secret room? But it's a perfect place for our Jackie boy.
I was expecting
down and do his job.
I was expecting to see that at least. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? And
as long as Thelma's there, because damn it, cosplay of the century.
That's like,
sorry, internet, you fucked that up for me forever.
But it's like that. I think it felt to me though like the Jack was happy because it liked the maze like hunting grounds,
Well, sure, it was like a playground for him.
But it's like it's not trapped in the secret rooms either. And I like that. It's like this thing, as soon as it's opened, that whatever area of the house, the house or whatever, unless you're the one that opened it, you are up for grabs.
Yeah, it's like its own private dungeon.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what it was. It felt like a dungeon, but it's like also too, before it was the all-girls school, it was an old English manor house. And some of them at times did have to hold prisoners of war when England back in the day was at war.
That's true too.
So,
but as we remember from the second one, old dude was bringing the box into all these different parts of the house, in order to trap the victims to make 6. Now, there's a twist in this one, and of course, I'm not going to let you know too much about it out there in the Black Flame universe, but there comes a moment where they feel like everyone's been collected, but guess what?
Yeah.
One of them didn't count. And I absolutely love that twist. I gave them a high five for that. I thought it was just poetic. Like, here, Jack, take an extra just for the fuck of it.
Well, exactly. And for me, the first line that went through my mind was, "It sucks to be you."
Oh, I felt that way too. I felt that way too. And like I said, this film was not without its twists. There's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Now that we've given you a very concise look at the third and final sequel, as we know for now, as Jack in the Box rises, let's check out that trailer, if you dare.
His diary, the diary of the man who captured it, chronicles how he enslaved the Yakastamara in this box forever.
You want me to go and steal the box?
First, Raven, I need you to find it.
I didn't mean for any of this.
What is that thing, Raven?
Oh man, I forgot about that part. He picked up the scythe, and I swear it was like, "Oh, Jack, you're paying homage to me."
Yeah,
Ah!
got me quite excited myself.
That was fun.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, now you're flirting with me." Okay, Jack, I see you. But it's also there too, though. Is it's like how they worked it there too, with even the trailers. You know, is it's like, and I hope the demons, you know, they just saw. It's not your normal killer coming after you. It's not a normal creature. But one of the things that it reminded me of in a way for the movements in parts, and then you'll get this, is Pumpkinhead.
Oh, big time. Sure.
Because it's like you're screwed. You know what I mean? It's like really but something to point out, right? And we're just saying this, but it's something I thought about, right? You have the 3 films. And how many victims does he have to get? 6. 6. 6. So right now it might be the trilogy on purpose because he's a demon, you know, and 666.
Which is so fucking funny because, you know, any true occultist knows that.
No, exactly. Go ahead.
It literally means shit.
Yeah.
That was totally made up. You know, when we're talking about a religion that teaches fear, you know, why not assign a number? And, you know, I have 666 on my wrist for, you know, right above my little Reaper there. See? Da, 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 da. I have it there just because I'm paying homage to the fact that everyone has been duped by that number for forever when it's actually 9. But that's okay. There's a whole nother reason for that if you want to delve into the mysteries and check shit out. But I always just find that funny that even in 2025,
right?
People are still, the number of the beast.
Right.
Okay.
It's like, that's not his phone number. I mean, come on now. Gosh.
You know, it's like one of those
phone numbers. Do you know?
It's just it's one of those things. If the Abrahamic devil that was created in literature thousands of years ago was actually real, do you think he would just like boast or be like, "Hey, that's awesome"?
No, he would be doing fiddle battles, like in Georgia, I believe.
Right.
Or get a show on CW, then go into Netflix and have everybody going, "Oh, Lucifer's such a hottie. Oh, look at him. I didn't know he was."
Did you see? Oh, I'm so glad you said that, because who would have ever thought in pop culture, especially all the people that love these like romantic things, right? These romantic shows, and they create a show called Lucifer, and everyone thinks he's the hottest thing that has ever lived. And if you actually go through and check out a lot of the different renderings throughout time, he was a hottie. He was a
he was supposed to.
You know what I mean? He was never
all angels.
He was never painted as somebody that was disgusting.
Yeah, not until he fell, then he got horny.
You know what? I thought he looked better, in my opinion.
Dude, it's way more edge look. If you know what I mean, it's an edge look.
I was like, I want to be a member of the Morning Star family. Please. I don't care if I'm your footstool. Let's do that. You and Lilith can do with me what you want. But yeah, I just think that's funny that people really got drawn to that.
Yeah, they got drawn to it. Yeah.
When I'm sure every preacher from here to Timbuk2 was like, don't watch this show.
You know what's funny about that? The actor that portrayed Lucifer's father is a bishop in England. Yep. So he had to tell.
I love that. I'm sure that there's a hell of a
it's like, well, Father, I'm going to be playing in a show, and I'm going to be Lucifer.
Right. I'm going to become super famous for playing Lucifer.
Right.
Could you imagine
women
that
are going to be all
Xmas gatherings? That's what they're talking about around the table. Right. Oh, you've sold your soul, son.
But I bought a Maserati. No,
it's right, and I bought you one too.
Right,
that son of a bitch is driving it around town, going, "That's my boy."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like, well, okay, we'll go. Okay, if we go that route, God, you created the devil, so yay for my son, yay for my brand new car. Oh, that's
how easily the tables turn. So actually, you know what? That just gave me some inspiration. I think we're gonna have to focus on some horror shows that involve Lucifer as an ode to the great wisdom and light bringer. I think that'll be a lot of fun, especially since he's a good friend of mine. Yeah, and all of ours, to be perfectly honest. But that is our synopsis on this killer franchise. And, you're probably asking us, Morty, Reaper, this is like not exactly rated R, NC-17, not rated, that type of horror. And it's like, you have to remember there are multiple levels of horror.
Oh yeah.
Don't horror thing. Yeah. And how it can bring about the spooky dookie. In this case, it's not jump scares. Don't even think that for 1 second. These films do not rely on that at all.
No. I was happy about that too. Yeah, definitely.
Thrillers. So much spine-tingling type stuff. It's in the movements. It's wondering, what is he going to do?
Right.
How is this victim going to meet its end? You have people that are completely bound, if you will.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck is about to happen? And they build that tension and release so flawlessly, I feel, within these films. But at the end of the day, we got to rate it. And to be perfectly honest, the first one, I give a solid 4. A solid 4 due to, obviously, cinematography is on point. Locations, fantastic. Music, I absolutely love it because they don't overdo it and it doesn't overshadow moments, but it definitely helps to build the storytelling in those moments that are going to be ridiculously crazy. But they didn't give enough ferocity. I needed
to hold back more into the first one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would say that. Yeah. If I because it's like that. That's kind of what it needed. And it's like, as the series goes on, it's like certain aspects like that, as you could see yourself. You know, it felt like they addressed that concerns themselves too. You know, to
It
try
was
to
more implied kills. So it's like, okay, you can imply some of these things, but at a certain point, if you want to make it truly terrifying,
yeah, they need to be
you've
on
got to
screen.
show
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit of how this happens. And I'm going to tell you why I think that happened. And it's because of budget. I bet you this was done on a shoestring budget, which is
Yeah, for
fine.
sure.
I
Yeah.
think they probably spent more funds on the talent, Jack's outfit, and the locations, and not enough on special effects.
True. I would agree with that. Truly, because it's like this was the one where, like you said, they always have more than they need than Jack needs to get in the film, which was always helped because it adds more people, you know, to be cannon fodder for Jack.
Right.
And that's what the first one was lacking. But it sets you up for what is the Jack. It fills you in on the lore.
Mm-hmm.
So, because yes, you can jump into it in the other films and watch them as standalones if you choose to. But because they are connected films, it really does help to just start at the first one and work your way through them.
For sure.
Because then when we get, you know, if we get another installment, you'll be ready to go. It's like, I'm ready to see what Jack's going to do. And you're going to like him.
They definitely gave enough in the first one to make you curious about the next one.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Still a solid 4.
I'm going to go 1 out of 10 for the first one. I'm going to give it a 6. Just because I really did enjoy the aspects of parts that people like. Okay, when it has to do with the protagonist Casey's girlfriend, I thought those scenes between him and the actress that played his girlfriend, his first girlfriend, I thought were really, really interesting and really dark in parts, and added to a lot of it that was like, oh wow, it's like this guy has to battle this thing. It's like he can't punk out. He's got to try to stop this thing. And that was interesting because it's watching somebody that you go through that's frayed out. He's like a frayed wire. So, and I thought that he delivered quite well in that regards, and convinced me that he was this guy. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 6. But I definitely wanted more gore, more Jack.
Yes. Now for part 2, this one I am definitely scoring quite a bit higher.
Me too.
Because I feel like they upped their game. They gave us some backstory to Jack. And it becomes like this, like you said, we've referenced this a couple times, kind of a Norman Bates relationship between him and his mother, and how we watch
and using Jack as his way to go after people. It's not like Norman coming at you in the shower. It's like he said, leading you into the rooms of the manor, and you think this guy is a decent dude. You don't think that he's going to be feeding you to a supernatural demon clown because you have no idea this thing exists yet.
Exactly.
It's too late.
He becomes a weapon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he becomes, Jack gets weaponized in it. And it is really interesting to see that because you don't usually get to see that really that much in horror movies.
Oh, it's very genius, in my opinion. So, yeah. The gore factor is a little bit more. The kills are a bit more creative. And, oh my goodness, the fucking manor that they're in is just one of the most beautiful locations.
Yeah.
All the way around. And you see Jack night, day, doesn't matter where they are in this place, whether it's in the darkness. Jack is now a weapon or a creature that can get his victims in any time of the day. And I think that's way more terrifying than anything.
No, exactly. It made the entire manor house dangerous. Like, as soon as that box is open, you're not safe in that location that box is in. Period. Unless you are the one that opened it. And that's still, you're going to get messed up.
Right.
You're gonna get a couple claws to the face between. I mean, that's a demon. That's how a demon says hello. I mean, how many demons do you know that claw first? You know, exactly. So it's like, but for this one, straight up for me, easy 8 out of 10.
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and go with a 6 because they definitely upped their game.
Oh yeah,
all the way around, and the story was brilliant. Because you get the sense of, okay, yeah, these victims are definitely, they got no way out, but it's really because another human being made sure that they were chosen.
And that's why I like this one so much, is that he's weaponized, but he's weaponized with the purpose to save somebody that the guy loves, to literally save his mom.
Yeah,
and that's the thing, is it's believable to me that you would have people that would do that.
Sure. If you were put in that situation,
yes. And that's, to me, that's believability.
Very
how many times in horror films do you not get even when you're dealing with the supernatural, the paranormal, or the bizarre, you need to have believability. You don't have believability, it don't work. And in this, you had that. I mean, to me, it was a reason of motivation that made sense to me. And you just take care of the people, that he didn't like,
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Like, we're going to Jack in the Box, but now we're not getting hamburgers.
And then we come to the third one. The coup de grace, in my opinion, of this trilogy, because it's almost like the more they moved on into the series, they were able to put more into this particular story, because you have a rogue person working for this occult boss who wants to take control of this box for whatever desires he has.
Right. Yeah. The third for me is the most layered story out of the
very
three.
Creative. Very
very much so. And that's what I like. That's what I said. That's what I really enjoyed about the series of the films, is each one of the movies is creative in their own way.
Right.
They within the realm and the lore of the Jack. So and then that, I appreciate that. I think it's what I would ask for, like, if I'm directing a film, if I'm doing a sequel, right? And now I've got a love for the first one, which hopefully if I'm directing the sequel, I did have a love for the first film.
Right.
But that's what you're
either that or you felt like you didn't reach a certain level.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like with Jason, it's like every actor, a little quake there in there. That every actor that played the part added to it. And it's the same way with the Jack.
Yes.
Like, every person that portrayed the character through each one of them added to the Jack. And for me, I enjoyed that. And then if you don't have a strong enough character, like, or premise of the story, you can't do those layered stories like you got in this one. So that's the creative juices were flowing,
Dude. And bringing it to a younger actress level.
Oh yeah, no, that was
where
great.
You're getting some future actresses that you'll see in much bigger productions coming out of this, and they laid it all out there.
Well, they got to cut. Yeah, you got to cut your teeth. You know what I mean? And then it's, I mean, come on, it going against the Jack in a horror movie. Come on. That's a good way to break into movies. Come on, why not? Would you want to be able to say that? It's like, oh, this demonic clown just bit my face right off. That, and it's
and the true art of what makes a scream queen. These gals screamed blood curdling.
Oh yeah.
throughout this film. Each of these 6 victims that went down.
Nobody went
with a bonus one. Also,
oh yeah, yes.
They brought it. I feel like, I don't know, the wealth of talent in this third sequel.
Yeah, no, they did bring it
really
on
upped.
front.
So
Really
I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 because it was creativity. They completely made that second film feed into this particular sequel.
Yes, yeah, very much so.
It was very smooth transition, and it had so many different layers to it. And then you bring about that whole, like I said, that bully aspect and getting revenge. Well, I mean, who better than for Jack?
Right. It's like, oh, I'll solve that little problem for you there.
To collect them.
Oh.
In the juiciest of ways. So, yeah, that's my rating for that one.
I would say 7.5.
All right.
Out of 10, because I did enjoy it, and you're right on all the things that you said. My only problem was when it was dark, it was too dark. That's all. It's like you are in a place that has, like, you have a place that you've shown you have electricity. And then once you know this thing is taking people out, turn a freaking light on so you can at least see it coming. You know, it's like, I didn't understand that because all the rest of things that a lot of them do are trying to be smart.
Yes.
To react to something that, I mean, how the hell are you going to react to this? You got a demonic clown creature that pops up in your face. What you going to do?
Which we were shown originally that this creature could show up no matter what time of day.
Yep. I love that. That's
a great factor.
Well, exactly, because horror during the day is more graphic than people think it is. Mm-hmm. It is in the broad daylight. It's not in the shadows and the dark night and the full moon. It's in the broad light of the sun. It's the same thing that Texas Chainsaw.
That makes it more real.
It showed everybody all those years ago. Oh man, it feels real. That's why you had so many people that believed that's what Texas was like.
Well, you know, like when
it's the same thing. We think every English manor house is haunted by several ghosts and spirits.
Oh my goodness. Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's where more atrocities took place anyway.
Well, no, that's true. That's very much true. And that's kind of the thing though. And it's like, but that's why for these films, that this setting, it felt like it was in England in the best ways.
Well, and there's been so many films where people who come upon or stumble upon the worst situation they could possibly think of get dragged off into darkness in broad daylight.
Right. Yeah, no, and that's
and that's like, frightening. And that's why the second one, really kind of brought it home for us, because it's like, oh, okay, this creature, this demon can come out anytime he's summoned. It don't matter what time of day. As long as that victim shows up, he can take him. But in the third one, and I will agree with you with that, they kind of took that away from us a little bit. But the reason I give it an 8 out of 10 is due to the fact that the kills were seen better.
Oh, no, I agree with that. Yeah,
you definitely was present.
So
I kind of felt like they put a little bit more attention to the kills in this one.
All right. I will do this. I will do this for Reaper because of the first kill in the third film, the very first one by our doll maker. I will literally up my rating to 8.
You didn't have to, brother.
No, but it did deserve it. Between both actors in that scene and how they both portrayed what they were doing and their characters, they deserve an 8.
It was brilliant.
My only issue was it got too dark at times where it's like, get a flashlight, get a candle, a sparkler, something, you know what I mean? Plug in a nightlight. You know, it's like, we've seen you have power in this school. They're not going to let you have an English prep school for girls with no power in it. You know, it's modern times, okay?
Right.
That was my only issue with the film. Though.
Although, you know, we think about some of these old English manners, some of them haven't been updated in like 20 years.
That is true. It's just, I figure if it's a school, I mean, you look at it, Hogwarts had electricity. You know what I mean? And that's in a magical place that you got to go through this little thing in a wall, you know, it's like to get there, and they had electricity. And that's
if we could all live at Hogwarts.
That's true. I think if we all lived at Hogwarts, everybody'd be lazy.
Really?
It's like you wouldn't have to do nothing, dude. You do a spell to clean your house. You do a spell to make your nachos. You do a spell to bring you your drink. You don't got to do nothing. You know, you just got to sit there and just make sure that
you can literally live amongst ghosts and awesome people that can teach you new things. I don't think it'll necessarily keep you lazy. I think it would force people to want to learn more cool shit.
Well, I mean, that's me and you. We get to live that life. So it's like, well, the unlife, but that's why we're here for our demons. You know, we help them through things they don't know because, you know, most of them are undead yet.
Lizzie says we'd all be stalked by dementors. I want to like give them a big hug. I want to kiss them. The dementors are wonderful. I love them.
I personally felt, like I've said it before, I think I got profiled with the dementors. You know, I think somebody saw me on a moonlight walk one night, you know, in my robe, and it's like, that thing's going to eat somebody's soul. And it's like, do I bother you when you're getting a Big Mac? No. You want a Whopper? You know, you want a salad? You want to go that route? No. So if I'm snacking on a soul, give me a minute, and then I'll tell you what movie to watch. Let me finish my meal. It's rude.
So we've given you all so much to think about this evening on the barbecue. Honestly, this was a like out of nowhere yet again. If you're like us, where we're constantly flipping through some of all of the streaming platforms that we do, whether it's Screenbox or Shudder,
Tubi.
Tubi is like, oh man, Tubi brings it, but there are times when Tubi is lacking that Prime picks up the slack.
True.
And you know, you end up finding some really cool shit. And then, you know, even with the other apps, you know, you could have Hulu make an original, or you can have Netflix make an original. I mean, shit, through Netflix, that's how I found the Grim Adventures of Sabrina.
Right.
And like
Hulu is how I got to see Eddie Izzard do Jekyll and Hyde through Hammer Studios, which was an amazing film. Amazing film. Yeah, that's how you know you're good, when you're filming something and Hammer comes to you and goes, "Hey, can this be in the Hammer universe?"
Right.
Yeah, and you go, "Yes, please," 1,000 times over.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, honestly, we hope you guys, you know, we've enticed you to check this out for yourself and see what you think of it. Maybe you'll have a different take, and that's okay. We always say, don't take our word for it, but you know, if it strikes us, we think that, you know, a lot of our viewers out there, demons and addicts alike, that will actually dig it. So give it a shot. And then, you know, don't be afraid. Give us some feedback.
Yeah, definitely. See, and then
even if you've already seen one or two of them, you know what I mean? But it's very, I don't know, not common that you get 3 films out of an independent idea. So the fact that they were able to keep doing them means somebody dug it.
And 3 different types of films within their genre and lore without destroying it and not ignoring the film that came before them. That's hard to do. A lot of people don't do that. Even the big studios have a hard time with continuity.
Oh, they fuck it up all the time.
Ask anybody. Exactly. And it's like, so for an indie film to have this concept with this type of character and to be able to go 3 films already and just add to the lore, amp up the gore, amp up the suspense and the mystery and everything like that. Kudos for me. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it is too. It could have very well been a one-off.
Yep.
But people supported it, enough to make 2 more. And it just got better and better. Very rarely do you have the first film just totally kick ass and then the sequels suck. Well, in this case, the first one was good, but the second and third fucking brought it even
it's when you could tell that it felt like they had more backing and more production value to really try to go with what they wanted to show. And I'm glad they did that. I am glad they got to do that. It added to the movie, it added to the films.
Man, thank you guys so much for choosing us for your entertainment this Friday evening. A beautiful horror weekend. And I want to do a shout out real quick to my brother Robert Lasardo that was not feeling well this evening because we were going to do Divine Madness. But rest assured, we will be back next Friday with an all new show for you.
Happy healing, brother Robert. Get well soon.
All kinds of things happen. Strange times, and as busy as that man is, things happen. And we wish you well, brother, and a good recovery. So don't forget tomorrow night. Oh my goodness. Guess whose birthday it is? Our beloved Babylon. Babylon's son. It was his 52nd birthday this week, and when any of our biggest fans and somebody who's been integral to the detrimental to
every show.
It doesn't matter if it was metal, if it was horror, or if it's our fucking Reapers Underground, you name it, all 4 shows that we do here. He has been there and brought so much awesomeness to every show.
Yeah.
So we are going to do a special birthday show because Father Papa Reaper and
Father Morty
will be in effect tomorrow evening. And I'm sure we're going to get a nun cricket as well. So please tune in tomorrow night as we celebrate his birthday in epic fashion with all the priestly fucking jokes you could possibly imagine. It's going to be fantastic. Make sure you got all of your artillery ready to go to chill back with, because man, what I've been seeing the last couple days come through, he's been sending me some excellent material to show y'all. So show up tomorrow night for Babylon's birthday. And thank you, everybody out there in the comment section, all of our demons and addicts, Dustin, Lizzie, and everybody else that has watched this evening. So hopefully, like I said, we've enticed you to check this trilogy out, especially if you like clown horror in a different, more serious kind of way. I think you guys will really dig this. There's a lot of depth, a lot of really good storytelling involved in these films, and of course the great English actors that have brought it to life. Remember, it's on Prime. You already pay for it. It's free. You don't have to rent it. All 3 films. Check it the fuck out, please. And as you are continuing your Friday night, because I don't know, here it's only 11:17, but guess what? It could be earlier wherever you are. So check it out. Make it an evening of clown, of Jack, and always stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Rebirth Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black Flame and